I'm bringing Nerdy Alternative back. Dude, I feel like I'm back in high school. I haven't been this, like, nerdy alternative in a while, but I finally got this hat back on because I haven't worn it in forever and I keep seeing the whole, like, 1 year memory post. Finally found my Ducky shirt again. I'm wearing that. My little Black Butler crest on my choker. Got makeshift little. Yeah, I'm kind of lame right now, but I don't know. I'm feeling geeky and nerdy and alternative all at the same time. But yeah, anyway, feeling pretty good. Connell's appointment is today at 10:45, so got that going on. Um, I think this is actually like the perfect hairstyle to rock this hat out in. Also coincidentally, whenever I dyed my hair, like I dyed it to get the red out of this part, right? Well, funny story is, like, I didn't have any of the red up top. It was all my natural color up top. It was all like my roots and all that. Well, after dyeing it, it basically did like a lightening effect to the point where it brought out natural red tint to it. Like, it's still brown, but it has a natural red tint to it. Um, and whenever Raven was born, her hair started turning light and everything like that after, she was like 3 months old and I could actually see like her real hair color coming in. Um, she started to have like red hair. It was blonde but mainly red. Well, I found out I had redheads in the longer line of my family heritage. Um, I always used to have a tint of red hair in mine, but I always thought it was for, like, from the years that I dyed my hair red. I never like knew for sure if it was like my real color or not. But after doing this, I almost feel like I do have a bit of red hair in my hair naturally. Like, it almost like lifted the color out in a way. I don't know how to really explain it, and I don't feel like taking off my hat to show it, but yeah, so I might be slightly redhead, like slightly natural redhead. So that's kind of cool, because like I still have the brown and it's still brunette, but there's hints of red in it, so that's kind of nice. Um, I don't mind having red hair. The main reason why I did it though is so that my natural hair would show. But if that's the natural color, then hey, I'm for it. But I really wish this would stay flat. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, turns out I might actually have natural red hair in my own hair. Also, real quick, because I know everyone loves seeing him so much. There's the baby. He's nice and asleep, and we gave him his second bath yesterday, so he's nice and clean for his appointment. I'm really excited. There's some topics I gotta go over because poor boy got constipated last night. So I gotta talk about that. There's a few other things. So far he's showing really good signs though. I can't believe he can pick his head up and support it on his own. That alone is crazy to me because, like, from the moment he was born, no joke, it's like I had him, he was out of me, and then they went to go do the chest-to-chest thing that they always do. Well, when they went to lay him down, he literally picked his head up and started looking around, and it was to the point where, like, even the nurses were, like, kind of shocked and thrown off, like, he shouldn't have been able to already do that. So it was kind of cool because it's like, whoa, boy. But, I mean, it's definitely unique that he can. He's already, like, also trying to go on his side already. I don't know if that's normal or not. Um, so that's something I'm gonna have to ask about. I mean, I don't think it's too concerning. It's just I want to make sure that he doesn't, like, go on his side and then, like, get stuck and can't turn back around. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, he's still doing pretty well. I definitely feel like he gained the weight back from his birth weight and having had lost that in the hospital room. Um, Definitely eats well. Other than the whole stomach issue, he's finally, kind of going back to where he was before getting backed up. Um, but yeah, I mean, he's happy, he's healthy. Um, Me and Bishop are doing pretty well. He's happy with his new laptop. I'm happy in the way that I am so thrilled and so over the moon about the fact that I'm not showing any signs of postpartum depression. With Raven, I just think there was so much going on in my life at the time point that I wasn't able to fully enjoy it as much as I wanted to be able to. It was also slightly my fault that I wasn't taking my meds the last month because I couldn't get a way to, so I was trying to find a way of saving them until I was able to take them after she was born. Unfortunately, that was really not a smart idea. So that's my bad. I own up to that one. But, I mean, I just noticed such a huge difference, and it makes me feel bad in the way that I wish I had enjoyed Raven's birth in her first moments of life more than what I did and more than what I could have at the time. But, I mean, the past is in the past. Regardless, it makes me have it makes me have so much more appreciation for both of my kids now. I I never want anyone, especially her or Connell, to think that I cherish Connell more than she's cherished, because that's so not true. I love them both equally. Um, I can't even say I have a favorite. Like, they both have unique qualities that I like in both of them, and some are cuter and funnier in one side than the other, but what they lack in one, they make up for in the other. So I love both of my kids very, very much, very equally. Raven's a stubborn little turd, but I still love her. Um, she does a lot of things that still make me laugh, and I still find pretty funny, and she's still cute and adorable when she really wants to be. So it's not like she's only that, but yeah, like, I definitely miss her. I know it's been like a full week since I've seen her, which really sucks. Um, but we're working on trying to have her come and see me again. It's just right now they've had a stomach bug, so that's understandable. I don't really want the risk of her getting sick and continuing to be sick, and I don't want the risk of him getting sick so young. So that's the main reason why they haven't met yet in person. But she's seen him over video calls, and she seems pretty happy and content with him, so maybe that will be a good sign. Um, so that's there. Um, I'm excited to see her reaction when they finally do actually see each other in person, but uh, don't know when that's gonna be for now. Also, hey baby, there you go. Also, I am still very, very excited for his newborn pictures. The same people who took the maternity pictures for me, captured by Cami, they are doing his newborn pictures, and that one I'm actually paying for, and we already paid off the money we owe for the pictures. Like, it's already paid in full. It's just a matter of actually waiting until the 23rd. And it's funny that it's the 23rd because me and my mom were talking about the fact that the 23rd kind of just follows me. The 23rd being my birthday in December. And then when Raven was born, I picked the 23rd of July because that was like months away from mine, so I would never be able to forget it. And then there's times where like certain appointments and dates and stuff have landed on the 23rd, really coincidentally. And so it's funny to me that this one is also one of those moments. But I'm very excited for that. I have some ideas going on in my head about what I want it to turn out to be, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to follow through with yet. But regardless, I know they're going to be freaking awesome because, I mean, obviously everyone who's seen the maternity pictures have said they loved it. Like, I have yet to receive a negative comment or they're just okay comment. Like, everyone's in love with them. I'm in love with them. I've even thought about printing some off and like hanging them, some in his room and some in our room, maybe some out here. I think personally my favorite picture from that one would have to be the one where we're sitting down on the steps and my legs are kind of to the side and he's looking at me and it's in front of the columns and then like the sunset with the edited clouds in there. Like, that to me, that's like the most gorgeous picture I've ever seen, and the fact that I'm in it is phenomenal because it's like, holy crap, like I didn't know I could be in a picture that great. Cami definitely did an amazing job editing that. I was in shock when I saw it because even though the background was naturally beautiful and stunning and amazing and all of that, the clouds weren't in it. Those were edited in, and I gotta say, I really love the picture of the clouds edited in compared to the original. So she definitely did a phenomenal job making it look realistic, making it look natural, not having it look like it was edited in. And I love it. I definitely know that when I do his newborn pictures, I want some of them black and white because I don't know what it is about newborn pictures that are in black and white that I love so much, but I really do. And I definitely know at least one of the pictures I'm gonna have, it's gonna be like his feet, the back of his feet, turned to where it makes a heart, and then I'm gonna have my hands over it, making the heart, and then I want Bishop's hands over mine, forming another heart, so it will be kind of like a three-tier thing. I also saw this cool thing, where a couple of couples did the same, where it'll be the baby's feet again, but one foot would have the dad's, like, wedding ring, engagement ring, whatever, and then the other one would have the mom's wedding ring, band, whatever. And I really am kind of interested to try to do that with me and Bishop, if we can, like, if they'll balance right, because I think that would be really, like, a really good picture, and a really cute and just a really cute and kind of adorable idea. So yeah, like I said, I have a lot more ideas than just those two, but for now, I definitely know for sure I want to incorporate them in somehow, some way. I also really do kind of want to get my baby blanket in there. The blanket he has right now was my baby blanket. My grandma mailed it to me and basically surprised me with it around Christmas time and was like, hey, by the way, this was yours. And I remembered it instantly when she had put that note in there. I'm like, oh my god, this is mine. And I nearly cried because the idea was this was yours, now you can pass it along to him, and so on and so forth. And I love that idea. I'm definitely gonna have that in there. He also has this little bunny that I was given from my aunt. That the idea behind that was my youngest cousin had that bunny, or had the same kind, and that became like his best friend growing up. Well, I wanted to see if maybe like we can do something to where like maybe like the bunny's covering him and he's, you know, one of those like naked but covered babies, and maybe see about playing around with that. There's just so much ideas I have out there, and I don't want to like say for sure on certain ones because obviously I you know, a lot of the I like to give Cami a lot of leeway because I have great ideas and she has really great ideas herself. And I don't want it to be like, this is how I want it, you know, because there were a couple of pictures where she was the one who suggested it, and I didn't even think about it, and the ones that she suggested turned out super well. So, she knows what she's doing, for sure. Like, um, definitely professional in that way. Um, but I feel like I'm just rambling on about it. I just, you know, my life is actually looking really good. I think after he was born, I started to realize the little things in life that I can't really say that I was taking for granted per se, but just I guess that I didn't notice were as good as they were. Like, I obviously was happy with Raven, and I was, you know, happy to have her, and I've never not been in love with her, but I think I just like found a new love for her again. On top of the fact that I I feel bad because I didn't cry with Raven when she was born. It was more of a shock and surprise type of deal because me being so new, I didn't know what to expect. That plus she was really, really gray when she came out. Like, she kind of looked like an alien. And I hate to say that about my own child, but she really did. I mean, obviously she got her color in like within a set amount of time, but for a moment she didn't look like a baby. um, yeah, but I after he was born, I waited for the nurses to get out of the room because I did not want them seeing me cry for some reason. I was just, I guess I was a little pansy about it. Like, I was like, no, I don't want to show my weakness. But after they left the room, I couldn't hold it in anymore. I started crying happy tears, and um like Bishop was over my shoulder, and he's like, "Oh baby, don't cry." I'm like, "I can't help it. I love him so much already, and this is so perfect, and I just I love my kids." And like, I was like, I'm so happy that I have the two that I have, and like, it was a really great moment. Like, the labor was kind of much, especially for the almost 2 straight hours I was in pain and having to get 2 epidurals, which is a very rare thing. I also feel sorry because the one who um the doctor who did my epidural, he was in the OR. Well, he stopped what he was doing in the OR to specifically come down and relieve me from my pain. And I can't believe he did that. I mean, I Um, I was really relieved that he did, but when the nurse told me that he came out of the OR for that, I kind of was in shock because I'm like, oh wow, like I didn't feel like I was good enough for that. Like, it almost made me feel bad in the way that it's like, I don't know what's going on with this other patient that you guys are operating on and probably doing surgery on, but wow, like, I felt like they were more important at the time, but like I said, I'm obviously really grateful that they relieved me of that pain, but it just, it was a lot harder of a labor than it was with Raven, because I thought Raven's was difficult, but his made hers feel like a cakewalk. And that's not to say that that's not to say that I didn't. It's weird because even though I was in a lot of pain and everything, I still enjoyed the labor in the way that I can definitely say, obviously it paid off. I have a beautiful baby. Um, I'm so happy to have him. He just, I feel like he was